it's a cold, beautiful day, and hope you don't get a cold. But you know what happens in the real world when big retail boxers get cold? They pretty much sneeze. When they sneeze, every manufacturer gets a cold. That's what happens. And that's what I'm going to talk about. What happens when the big box retailers, Walmarts, Targets of the world sneeze. Okay. What you'll find is there are big companies. When you go to their website, sustainability is their big goal. 81%. We are recycling all of these. Plus, we are also taking care of boxes. We are taking care of this and that. Target has their own website. So when you look at it, you find like, wait a minute, why are they doing all of this? What's going to happen to a manufacturer? So if Walmart sneezes, then we are going to get a cold, of course. So we thought through this route, and maybe 10 years ago we said like, no, we need to start our own program. And here we have an American licorice friend, Joaquin, who did himself started recycling the program within our company in Union City. That led, one thing led to another, and then there we are here 10 years down the road. Both our facilities are certified. Now we have a sustainability director who is also a company owner, and the program is sustained. Right now we have a lot more things going on in the plant. Okay, so I'd like to just briefly go over what are our current initiatives. Yes, we have gold certification at both the plants, and on top of it, we are also going for conservation. I mean, we are also into the conservation fund, and we also doing the offsetting of the carbon footprint, and we also have renewable energy sources, and we are going for the scope 1 and scope 2 certification as well. And the future projects are also demanding, and we are going for both not only energy but also with water. We have a cool program of carpooling. If you carpool, you get the very first spot. I mean, of course, that initiates people to carpool, and we have like 12 or 15 members who are really into the carpool program. They get the first spot. You know how Laporte, we are in winter wonderland. Basically, there is snow, tons and tons of snow. We are on the very beginning of our lake effect snow region. So whenever there's like half an inch of snow in Chicago, you can expect there is 6 inches of snow in Laporte. So we had an idea, like why don't we have a carport for people who do the zero waste recycling, special employee of the month. So we select those people with other goals and say like, okay, you are selected for the first shift, second shift you get the spot, third shift it's rotated every week. So we want to have these type of programs. The initiative doesn't come from us, but it comes from the upper management. So what we know is like it doesn't happen by walk-in, but now the upper management is brought into this idea of recycling. Now it's spearheaded into 10 different directions. So in 2016, yeah, we are glad to say it's like 1.3 million of carbon emissions. I mean, like we equivalent to whatever we did, and how much of fuel we tried to save, and how many homes could be lit up with whatever we saved. So that's in the slide. We also want to make sure we encourage our associates to do more of this voluntary basis, and we are into different programs, and some of our volunteers who are selected, I mean, they were interviewed, and we selected few individuals who have the privilege to go on a sabbatical type of thing, but it's a free ride for us, for them, and they go here for March, and of course there was some fire in one of these forests, and so looks like our people went there going to help them out. And in last month, or in month of June, we are going to send few employees to New York. They're going to work on some of our initiatives, making sure they also do rebuilding some of the garden and recycling efforts once again. So these are all the things that we are encouraging our people. We don't want to say like it's mandatory, but at the same time, we want to encourage our people to look forward. This is not just plant-wide, but you have to start also looking at your own house as well. So the things that we talk about at plant are pretty common things. I mean, you'll be aware of things like how to recycle. I mean, we pretty much recycle everything that comes into our building. I mean, we are a candy manufacturer, so of course we get candies, bags, stretch wrappers, plastic. I mean, everything goes into recycling. We try to recycle gloves. We do our own washing. I mean, there's a variety of things that we do. We also make sure the detergents that we use, could it be useful for recycling? We are working on those. I mean, at the same time, I mean, there's two competing ends. Like one is food safety, the other one is like zero waste. I mean, we are trying to match with both those. At the same token, like I mean, when the gloves are washed with certain type of detergent, now we have to make sure, is it like microbiologically safe? I mean, there is food safety aspect that we have to comply to. So there is a variety of projects that we do. I mean, even we encourage our people to bring their plastic bags to us, and then we are going to give them free bags so they can take it to the grocery store. So there's a variety of programs, that innovative things that people suggest. Those suggestions don't come from us, but it's coming from our own associates. So they're bought into this type of idea. Basically, that's what happened right now. More, and you can think about like, there is pallets, there's going to be shipments, there's going to be metal, plastic, candy, of course. I mean, the candy waste is usually like when we start the plant, there's color going to be different, there's flavors not going to be right, so all of those go into animal feed, so all of those also getting recycled. Of course, not everybody is going to comply to, and the pictures on the far left, far right view, that's our president's room. He turned the lights on and he forgot, unfortunately. So we took a picture, I mean, and say like, it's a public shaming. We kind of like do those type of things. We do those and then we announce it. Like, the very first one here, somebody had aluminum in it's a mixed thing. Like, so the announcement goes throughout the plant. If you don't volunteer and come back and pick that up, I'm going to public shame you. And how it goes is like, there is cameras all around our building. So pretty much we know who does what. So as soon as you say that, like they know, like, I've seen people, you know what, I don't want to even throw it in the trash. I have my own plastic bag. Giri, look at this. This is my bag, I'm taking it home. I had my lunch, I'm taking it home. I'm not recycling here. People go to that extent, but once again, it's, the management is committed and we are doing it. So, that's the good thing, that the management has to support it. Of course, there's always learnings, and people always try to just say like, no, I'm not going to do it. We take slides, we do the audits, we show it to our associates. It's more of an encouragement to tell them like, this could be washed, yeah, you can rinse it off and recycle this. And we show these as like in shift coach meetings, tell them this is the right way to do it. Who said who cannot teach an old dog to do tricks, or elephant cannot dance? We can make them dance, we can do it. So that's what we do. We bring the awareness to people so they can do it. It takes time, none of the habits are going to change overnight, but we are in the journey together. Of course, this is our slide where we had both our plants had 96% diversion rate, and it's in our CSR web page, so just want to show that. I'm just going to bring Cambodia into picture. We have 3 plants. The first plant is in Laporte, the second plant we have in Union City, and the third plant, which is brand new, this is in Cambodia. You have to think the energy behind the recycling concept. we don't care how you recycle. Yeah, here is our transporter for recycling on the very first picture. The second picture is, we are very proud to say, those are the very initial pallets that were received in the plant, and somebody made a table out of it. And so that's a showpiece for us. Whoever who goes to Cambodia gets to see that. And third one is like all the initiatives, yeah, there is going to be, we are encouraging local communities, and we want to make sure we encourage people. I mean, the recycling concept is very poor. I mean, you can see everything. I mean, it's a team effort. It's not one person's job. It's the commitment from the management to the frontline employee, how we bring the awareness. It's all up to us. I always say like there are not 3 R's, there are 4 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle, but I always say like there's a rethink. When we rethink, we can always recycle. When we rethink, we can make the retailers making sure, whatever the concept may be, they might be involved in monetary benefit, or it might be more publicity for them. But when we make them to rethink and impose on the manufacturers, they are going to follow like a dog. So that concludes my talk.
Standing in the back, please turn on filter and in. We've got plenty of chairs. Who has questions they would like to ask? Can't see out there. No questions? Oh, there, we have, go for it.
I'd like to ask how your employees react to being publicly shamed.
So repeat the question.
Okay. The question is how our employees react to the public shaming. One thing we told our associates is, when we make a mistake, we have to own it to her, and it's not even the director or the president of the company is spared. So if that approach is taken, I mean, they know like it's not they are getting singled out. I mean, they saw it's coming from every direction. So people are very aware of like, no, I cannot make a mistake. I mean, first there was a struggle, but then when they saw it's the entire plant is involved, now they get it. Yes.
I was wondering, with your facility in Union City, you said you take the waste to animals. Where are those animal operations in Union City?
Okay. The question is, where is the animal waste getting taken away at Union City? Walking?
Merced, California.
Merced, California? I'm sorry, I'm not from here, so you have to pardon me. I don't know where. I'm from Chicago, so.
Well, I just wanted to point out, you and I spoke on the phone when we were talking about this presentation, and you mentioned how this is a smart business move, sustainability, and can you talk a little bit about the kind of business case for integrating some of these solutions?
The business case for this is like, eventually it's going to be coming down to the bottom line. The bottom line is like, yeah, there is always a profit. Our recycling center in Union City is profitable already. And once again, right now we are also even putting our zero waste logo on our packages. And I mean, like in the millennials, like when we do the market research, we found millennials and the X generation people, they have their own mindset of like, oh, I want to do this, I want to serve the earth, and it's one more tool. I mean, it's a business opportunity. We like to use every one of these opportunities to our advantage. At the same token, it adds up. I mean, like basically, our president, they are in for it, and it's a well-rounded plus from all of us actually.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.